Shadow of War, the newest edition of the Middle-earth series. So first impressions, I've played this game, or not first impression, I've played this game about 70 hours already, and basically we're gonna do a let's play, and which will basically mean deleting all of my stuff, but shit happens. So let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, it's fine. What are the difficulties? Yeah, let's just play normal. Alright. So, I'm gonna come out with a review later in this week about this game, what I think about it. From a sound standpoint, gameplay standpoint, story, graphics, etc. So yeah. That's what we're looking at right now. So let's sit back, relax, watch some cutscenes.
I had a family once. A wife.
This is beautiful.
And a son. And I buried them along with everyone I even knew. What has happened to me? Am I dead? Banished from death. Cast adrift between the worlds of light and dark. You're bound together, Jaki. My life. Who are you, Wraith? I shaped the history of Middle-earth. I crafted the rings of power. Greatest wish of the Second Age. Sauron deceived you into making the rings. He tortured both you and your king. Perhaps that pain was not in excess. I should have died with my family. I thought you wanted revenge. There is only one way to close the circle. To defeat Sauron. The time has come for a new ring.
The world of men is ending. I have seen it. I have felt it. In the fires of Mount Doom, a ranger and a wraith, bound together in death, craft the one thing that could challenge the dark world. A ring of power. Power can blind those who seek it, and even the strongest bonds can be broken. The future I have seen cannot come to pass.
Celebrimbor.
Death calls to you again, Ranger. How do you answer?
This is beautiful. Where did you find it?
Oh, I still have a few friends left in Gondor. What's wrong, Mother?
The past is the past. Nothing can be changed.
We must leave this place. We can go.
Not two rings. Oh, it is.
The Wraith calls to you. I call to you.
Wraith! Where are you?
stuff. I also have my own theory about Shelob and who Talion actually ends up being.
Need to keep quiet.
So,
These orcs are preparing for war.
go ahead and just kill these guys.
What was that? Yeah. I've got you!
Now let's just get out of here.
He's a dead man! What has been done to you?
You've kept us waiting.
Free him!
Spider does not forfeit its prey, Ranger. Not unless a greater has set before it. I called you here for a reason. I called you here.
You will return him to me. Now.
You are brave. For a man. But it is not your sword that will save him. How much are you willing to sacrifice? To suffer.
I have given up everything.
Not everything. Not yet.
You want the ring?
You would give me the ring for the ring.
And find myself beside him in your web.
I am Shelob, and I deal only in truth. I wouldn't give it up either.
Wait. Time now! Take your prize.
I'm impressed, Ray. It must mean something to you. Go to your puppet before he dies.
You have doomed us, Talion. Her power was vast before, and now you have given her mine. I poured my life force into that ring.
Then we must take it back.
The war you came to fight is not here. The ring is lost. So look to Minas Ithil and the Dark Lord's armies that surround it. Look to the Palantir. Sauron will not stop until all of Middle-earth is dominated.
The Palantir must be protected.
Sethar. I must know if Shelob's vision holds true.
Alright, dude. Fun stuff. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna come out with a video on theories about Shelob and Talion and Celebrimbor and Sauron and this whole shebang between these four people. And I have my own theories on all of this stuff because I think that the game should not be taken at face value. I think that the way that the story is presented is alright. I think it could have been done better, but I really believe that there's an underlying truth behind all of this.
The spider showed us the truth. Gondor's last fortress in Mordor cannot fall.
The Palantir is our concern. We must seize it before it falls into Sauron's hands. With it, his armies will be unstoppable. The fate of the city matters not.
I will not let them be slaughtered like my brothers at the Gate. We need to do something. Taking out the captain should buy the Gondorians some time.
And they could lead us to the Palantir. We must find a worm and make him talk.
So I have one issue so far.
Palantir. What do I know about?
There. His mind is weak. Who leads the search for the Palantir? The captain leading the search is in the lower city.
Then he will go no further.
So I have one issue. Unless I don't remember, because it's been a while since I played Shadow of Mordor. My one issue is where in the hell is all of the orcs that I captured or dominated? You know, I don't remember all of them dying. You know, where's Grublik at? The first orc captain of mine. I'm almost positive he never died, so. But anyway, so essentially, before we go here to this next part, I have my own theories about all this because I don't believe this game should be taken at face value. I think there's a lot more underlying, just like everything in Lord of the Rings, so.
Hi! It's the Grey Walker. I thought he was dead. He is.
I always love that last one's reaction. He's like terrified as all get out. He's just really just confused as to how the hell I'm still alive. Alright.
It doesn't look good for the Gondorians. We have to help.
The Palantir is a powerful artifact. If we were to possess it,
We could turn the tide.
You should have kept your mouth shut. Now we're stuck back in a ring.
We
Go.
need to target their captains.
So this is what Minas Morgul looked like beforehand. I like the way it looks now better than Minas Morgul. Minas Morgul looks like, looks sketchy.
He's close. The Wraith world will reveal his presence. Lorm.
Okay. I'm still trying to figure out, like, I'm still trying to, I don't know how, like,
It's round and it's blue. They call it the Seed Stone.
according
You see that?
to the movies, the Palantirs can only see into people's, through other Palantirs.
Do not touch it. If it doesn't kill you. I've heard stories about you and your wraith. Stories about how you can't die. Well, let's find out if they're true.
You are more than welcome to find out, buddy. Let's do it. Personally, it's a shame that you can't play as this girl right here, or someone else later in the game. Alright. I'm gonna end up destroying this in a second.
Why are you out here alone?
My raiding party was trapped in the lower city overnight.
How many of you were there?
Not enough.
Inner still stands.
We're about to lose the middle city, Ranger. They'll be closing the gate if they haven't already. We need to get up there as fast as we can.
I'll be right behind you. Wait. What is your name?
Idril,
Tell you.
don't fall behind, Talion. We've lost enough men today.
Alright.
Do you hear that, Ranger? They're closing the gate.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. Pretty hard.
Sergeant Angel's going to need our help. Let's move.
It's pretty hard to not hear a giant horn going off, I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know who you are, but thank you.
Gotta use precision. Okay. Whoops. And whatever. It won't me out of shoot it here. One of my guys.
We'll need our support. We can't leave them out here.
Alright. Yeah, the early levels in this game are really, really easy. You know, when you get to like level 45 plus,
This is just like Shelob's vision.
If Sauron's forces get the Palantir, all of Middle-earth will share the same fate.
when you get to like 40 level plus or whatever, it gets really crazy.
Looking good. Hasn't looked good for weeks. Sergeant Dagon and his men are at the arena. We must aid them.
Keep moving.
We've lost the middle city. Rally at the gate.
Keep moving. We'll cover your retreat.
graphics, story, gameplay in general. And a special category I like to call the appreciation of detail category.
The middle city is lost. Not before we finish these filthy drugs.
Sealing the gate. Move out. Move out.
Also, for the microtransactions, I'm going to make a separate category called microtransactions for the video. As far as this game's concerned, it's not really a big deal to,
Faster, Ranger.
as far as like progression and whatnot. But however, I do not support any microtransactions. I did not support DLC back in the day. My motto is, if you're gonna make DLC, you might as well just put it in the game or make a second game. So that's just my opinion. That's just not good.
Quickly, under the gate.
Get moving!
What are you doing?
I will be wrong. Go.
Have the archers provide support.
Let's go, boys. You know, just imagine if you could fight like this. Like, seriously. You'd be the champion, you'd MMA fighter, whatever that is. You know, you would just be the champion. There we go. That random swing.
We've lost the middle city. We made them pay for every inch of ground, but they now hold it.
Then our fate will be decided here. Our inner wall is our strongest. We have double their archer.
We cannot match the orcs for their numbers or ferocity.
Now, our people have held back Sauron's forces before.
But some things were lost forever.
Yes, of course they were. Go to the Great Hall. Secure the relics.
My place is here.
Make sure they are taken to Hennefernon.
Is that an order?
You must understand. We must protect what is most precious
At all costs.
Yes. That is an order.
Then I'll see it done. But I'll be back on the wall before their next assault.
A ranger from the Black Gate. I thought you were all dead.
You heard the truth.
If you've come to fight for Minas Ithil, Ranger, report to Captain Barrows.
Not come to join your army, Jaki, but for the Palantir and its safekeeping.
Protect the city, and the Palantir will be safe. However, our raiding parties are targeting enemy captains in the lower city.
You wish to spread terror in the ranks.
Yes. It's about time we tasted fear.
Men are assembled, Jaki.
This is the most used skill point in the game.
We
right
need
here.
to secure the Palantir now. The city is weak and it will not hold for much longer.
But we cannot leave the Gondorians to their fate. Castamir is right. By protecting the city, we protect the Palantir.
Look,
The towers bear his mark.
those were my towers once. Now Sauron's corruption corruption spreads beyond the borders of Mordor. He mocks me.
They give him sight.
Not without the Palantir.
We will dismantle his hold on Minas Ithil. We will shift the tide of war.
Damn, there we go.
These Hydia are but dark imitations of the Palantir. But we can turn Sauron's low craft against him.
These towers can give us sight.
We will purify them and make them ours. Here we see all that has been lost, and all that will be lost if his corruption is allowed to return.
Oh, where they at? Here we go. The Barrows is over here somewhere.
The city is built on the ruins of my kingdom. And some things remain. Those are my Barrows, still hidden from Sauron's sight. And I will show you why we must retrieve my ring.
I prefer if you did not give me my position, thank you. Awesome. Just gotta keep on going. So like, what I do first is always get these little tower things. Simply because it makes it easier to maneuver around the map. Also the gear you get from the Ithilden doors as legendary. It's the best gear in the game. It auto upgrades with your level based on doing certain things. There it is. Each one has like at least 6 Ithilden. Go this way, or fast travel this to this other or the other idea or whatever they call it. Everything in Lord of the Rings has some weird ass name. Grunts serve little to no purpose. Grunts are honestly just used to create to gather might, so you can actually do executions, because executions are the only things that really do damage to captains. Captains that are immune to executions are very annoying to kill and very valuable because they can't be executed by other captains. Which means they'll just go down and bleed out instead of start bleeding instead of being executed. So that's like insanely good. Alright. I don't know who started this little this thing right here, but it's like really it's actually really obnoxious, in my opinion. Definitely a better way to do some of this stuff. Alright, we're gonna get all of these. We're gonna go and get get all of these collectibles real quick. Probably take about 10 minutes. Anyway, so this game, I'll do a little teaser on the review, I guess. This game, I think it had potential to be Game of the Year, but the microtransaction cloud, regardless of what if they actually do nothing in terms of the playability of the game, aside from ruining the game. I mean, honestly, I don't know why you would even buy them, because or like early in the game, because it's like just gonna ruin the entire game for you. So
I walked across the plains and deserts, the stones of Gorgoroth, the fields of Narn. I left pieces of myself behind. I no longer needed them. Others, I lost. This is how I changed. You cannot become something new without leaving parts of yourself behind.
These are the most valuable. These actually give you like decent gear, and the shit, and it'll level up based on things like, for example, one of the requirements may be recruit someone above level 20 in the Dark Tribe or Mystic Tribe or a Beastmaster or something. Come on, there we go. They all have like a word. They all mean like a word or something. I'm not exactly sure what they mean. You know, I didn't make up the Elvish language, and nor do I speak it, so I really don't know what any of them mean. I guess if I really wanted to, I could look it up, but I'm too lazy for that shit. I got more important things to do.
I lived in the light for many years, naked to the sun. But it is not to be my fate. Like my mother before me, I devour the light. It feeds a hunger that is insatiable. But I came from darkness, and I shall always return to it. The caves will be my home.
Shelob pretty fucking hot, though, I ain't about to lie. I mean, if my theory about her is correct, she's actually not evil at all. What I will say this though, she is definitely wifeable. Holy shit, why I missed this one. Like, I would wife her and I'd bang the hell out of Shelob. Human form. I don't care. I ain't touching nothing that's spider form. I'm just telling you that shit right now. I ain't about that life. I ain't about that fucking animal insect shit. Hell, I'm particular about who I even like talk to in general. 95% of the people that I know in my real life, like right now, I wouldn't touch with a 30-foot pole. Would not touch them. So yeah. But, you know, she could be that fantasy thing I got going for me.
You really think there's a chance of saving this city, don't you? I see it in your eyes. Not hope. Delusion.
My man, you know, let me get this memory real quick, buddy, and I'll be more than happy to slaughter your ass. Here we go.
Ring guard.
Low level captains are pretty shit. Like, they really are just garbage. Let's go, boys. didn't take his head off, so he's probably not dead. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of all this excess shit, because I don't need all this excess shit. Personally, there's no point spending Mirian on loot boxes, like, early, because, alright, so the reason I don't do it, and the reason I feel like you shouldn't do it, is number one, you can't dominate an orc that's a higher level than you, so essentially, your orcs will always become obsolete until your max level, so I'm not going to spend anything on loot boxes for orcs or anything like that, simply because there's no point in it. I'm also kind of triggered that you can't have multiple saves in this game. It's just one save, which is very obnoxious if I do say so myself, because I had to take away my 70 plus hours saved to do this Let's Play, which, you know, it's not the end of the world. I can just grind again. So, oh, hello. Oh, we're going to fight him. That's going to give us a free level. I might give us a few.
I see you! You think I don't see what you're up to? I see in ways you can't even imagine. My eye pierces earth and shadow. And my arrow shall pierce flesh and sinew.
He might have actually been hunting me. I'm not entirely sure why he was already aggro to me. That's lame as hell. Alright. I will say this, the captains who end up being, like, invulnerable to executions, they are the real people, like, the really obnoxious people to deal with, I gotta be honest with you. You know, I ain't well off. Italian, he is extremely, he doesn't know the definition of urgency, if we gotta be honest. I probably can't stun him anymore. I probably can't stun him anymore, which is really obnoxious. We're fighting in a really good spot because he can't get any help from any of these other guys, which is really good because we're dealing with captains who are oh, what the? There we go. Jesus. Yeah. Let's go ahead and just. Why can't I replace this one? Oh, there we go. Excuse me. Alright. Now that we've killed we've taken out two of the captains. One was by accident, one I actually hunted down. So, yeah, you know, like, anything below level 10 is just, you know, like, it's like essentially a grunt with more life. Once you get above 10, they start getting special perks. Thanks for the free Mirian. You know, I don't remember what drops 1,000 Mirian, but there's something later in the game, I don't know if it's like the toughness of an enemy, or there's like a specific enemy, because I never actually see what drops it, because generally later in the game you're fighting about 700 people, and it's not, you know, it's something you're not really paying attention to. You're kind of paying attention to, come on, oh, we almost had it, where'd it go? There it is.
I'm Assad.
Man-filth!
I'm ambushed.
Face me! Face a hunter! And find out what defeat tastes like!
And the weaknesses in this game are extreme. Like, if someone says, like, for example, let's say you're sickly, okay? You get poisoned. You take, like, an absurd amount of damage. Like, it's actually ridiculous the amount of damage that you get that they take. You really don't want anyone to have that kind of stuff. You know, frost is a good one because you don't see a lot of people with frost damages. Excuse me. Because you don't want like a follower of yours to just instantly die. You know. All right. Let's see, where are we at? Okay, we need to go this way. How many do we have? 4 out of 6. Cool. Cool. Let's go to our skills. Parent skill not count. Oh, execution. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. I want to get to the, there's a specific skill I want to get. There we go. Yeah, I'll say this, the captains in general, later in the game, are a whole lot tougher than the ones in the first game. Now the lower captains are absolutely 100% weaker in this game. Yeah, it truly is not a challenge in the difference of. Actually, I want this guy because he's a treasure dude. Man, I didn't see that until too late. So let's talk about gems. Alright, so what do gems do? Alright, so gems give you like bonuses and stuff. For example, this gem in the weapon is basically lifesteal. It's kind of okay, I guess. You really want to put that into armor, into the armor spot, because 30% more armor, especially when it comes to like putting it into the chest piece armor, could really just boost your life by a ridiculous amount.
I know what it is to return from death. I laid in its cold grasp on the battlefield until a squirming, wriggling warmth took over me. 1,000 pulsing maggots crawled over and into me, scouring the dead flesh from my ragged wounds. Now they are with me, always, a churning, writhing horde of torment.
Something else I've noticed in this game is like when these people do melee attacks, they like dash like almost an absurd amount of distance. You know, like it's like almost unreasonable level of dash, like the distance in which they can dash. Alright, so now that we've done this, Barrows. That's not the Barrows. However, that's a Shelob thing. Where are the Barrows? Did we not discover the Barrows? are right there. I'm so confused. Alright, we're gonna get this last memory and then we're gonna go do that. So I think we have to do that before we can do the Ithilden door. I want to get to the Ithilden door. So people can understand exactly what I mean about the legendary items. So I'm gonna keep going until I get to that point. And then after that, I'm probably gonna stop this, being the end of this episode.
When you look upon my form, what do you see? A monster? A template? He would not answer. Look deeper, he said. For I am not the masks I wear. In this, Sarah and I were the same.
I wonder why in the memory she has dark brown hair, but in the game I know this is like nitpicking as hell, but in the game she has black hair. I'm just curious.
I can show you how to conquer Mordor, as long as it keeps Gondor safe.
I don't like the sound of that.
My issue with Celebrimbor is he kind of comes off as a tyrannical dictator.
I recognize this place. I fought here ages ago.
Seems quieter now.
I only use this next. We're about to get the Elven Rage skill. I only use this in absolute. Well, I only use this in like absolute desperation. Like I have no other option. I think I want.
If anywhere in Mordor is safe from Sauron, it is Barrows like these. Reminders that even the Dark Lord's reach extends only so far.
Okay.
In a bygone age, my army marched on Mordor. We buried our honored dead in barrows like this one. Our greatest warriors are preserved here, protected by powerful magic. And we used all our arts to bring the virtues of the elves with us as we marched.
And you had the One Ring.
Yes. And with it, I forged an army. I led the charge against Sauron. When Sauron revealed his betrayal, I took up arms against him. In my wrath, I was determined to punish him for his treachery.
There we go. Yeah, this ability you get in this mission, it's really useful against multiple captains, as well as when you're just surrounded by like a crap ton of people, regardless if they're captains or runs or caragors or whatever.
is not marred with his shadow. It is perfect.
I mean, if you'd just crafted that to begin with, we wouldn't be in this situation. If you just hadn't crafted the rings to begin with, we wouldn't even. This wouldn't even have happened. I mean, it's just, to me, it's absolutely astounding that he didn't, like, my thing is, like, you didn't learn it from the first time. You crafted rings that backfired horribly because they had some magical powers in it. So what's your answer? Let's go big or go home and just build a new ring.
But we can still secure the Palantir.
Then we will go to the Great Hall. Idril is there. She may be able to help us.
Alright. I want to say... Our playing... God, I hate riddles. Poems, whatever this is. Our playing... Okay, that's not right. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is drums. I want to say that's land, actually. Ugh. I feel like this is cadence, but I feel like it's not. Oh, I hate this. I hate this kind of shit. Because like the answer's never obvious. Let's put. Like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like this is land. Okay. Definitely did not work. God, I really wish I remembered what this is. Might just look it up in a second. Jesus. Well, let's see. Alright, this top one is either land or shadows. And I know this is drums. I'm pretty sure this is cadence. Okay, what do we need? Goes here. Doom. Hey! Okay, well. You guys saw the answers to the first door, so congratulations.
In the land of Mordor, where the shadows lie, we bear our banners aloft. Boots like drums, our kings quick, our countenance dire. For who in this dark, dream-haunted land dares resist the righteous flame of wrath?
Alright, so let's look at this.
Despair and death.
Alright, so this is level 3. So what this does is when you recruit a tank that's a level 20 or higher, it automatically is boosted to level 20. Now each thing has an armor set. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so if we go ahead and just destroy this. If we look at this, when we have 2, we gain 50% raw faster. Now, I personally don't think that these bonuses are all that great. I think there's better options out there. I don't think that these... I don't think these are at all the best in terms of... Let's just get rid of this stupid fuck. are the best because what is this? All right, so the reason I don't think that this is the best is because there's others that like that reduce like 2 and 3 different types of damages, as well as increased wrath, wrath, whatever, however you call it. Like the speed in which you gain it, as well as the speed in which you gain might. So it's like, it's kind of fine, honestly. What is this? We're not gonna do that one yet. What is this? Okay. What is this? Okay, we're a good ways away from that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna. So off camera, I'm gonna do these 3 and level up a little bit. Okay, doing these and killing captains. Actually, no, I'll put it in there. I'll put it in there. You guys can just choose if you want to watch it or not, and just move on to the next episode. The rest of this episode is gonna be filler, just me killing captains and whatnot, and gaining levels. Because I prefer not to get too far being such a low level, because I always like to get a little bit more levels and more skill points. So let's do this.
Hey, Orc!
Oink, said the willow tree. Oink, oink.
Come then, we will run you across the breadth of Mordor.
Hungry bags. The worms are in my head and they wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Damn, dude, man, is really fucked up. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Like, okay, I don't know what's going on with this guy. This guy is just taking it to me right now. This guy just said no more, dude. I do not give a fuck. Can I pin you? No. Enraged by everything. Well, that's fucking lame. Holy shit. This guy is a god. He just refuses to die. Do this, and then we'll do a nice little. Oh, he's immune to. Oh, what? Someone this low level is immune to executions? Like, what is that? He actually may be almost impossible to kill because he's enraged. Okay, cool. Damn, a level 8 immune to executions? What the hell is that shit? I have never seen anyone that was immune to executions like that. Like, what is that shit? Like, that is absolutely some ridiculous stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and... What is this? Yeah, this is alright, I mean... Alright, let's go and just get rid of it. I mean, I don't really want it because I'm gonna get something better really soon. I might get a better sword because that's about the only thing that really honestly matters. Alright, let's look at the... It's not what I was going for, but... Alright, what is this?
Clockhorn.
Did I not just kill this guy?
Clockhorn.
I'm pretty sure I already killed this guy.
I want you to know I'll treasure this always.
Damn. Dude, man, literally just caught my arrow like that shit was nothing. I respect that. Enraged by acrobatics. By injury. What the fuck? That's obnoxious. Alright. We need to do this. Actually, you kill this fucking bastard over there. That's to be honest. I mean, I could find the. Wow, that's obnoxious. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Holy shit, this guy's adapted to 2 different
We
things.
will meet again when the time is right.
Bitch, you ain't going nowhere.
Walk off me! Careful, Ranger! Hold on to you!
There we go. You are not going anywhere, dude. Oh my god, that's not who I went to execute. Fuck, dude. Holy shit, I'm not even sure what actually just fucking knocked me down. Slightly triggered. Did he escape? No, he didn't. Fuck this guy. I'm not letting this guy get away. This guy has too many adaptations right now. He'll gain levels and just become more of a pain in the ass. Hey, later, bitch. Damn. Normally I don't just chase them like that, but that dude has way too many adaptations for me. Alright, let's go back over here and... This guy, it's just too many it's just too many. We can't have someone who has adaptation to stun and vaulting over running around at the same time. Thank you. Alright, is this the really low one? Yeah, okay. I mean, this area is just kind of like the tutorial area, I guess. It's kind of like get your feet back into this game. So, it's pretty much what this is. You should be able to knock that down. Alright.
It's a shame to kill such a beautiful creature, but I will if I must.
Why is everyone here? What the hell? It's crazy.
Expect you to enter into this? Oh, a lot of surprises.
This guy is hilarious,
Go on and Jaki won't help.
There we go.
Become simple.
There we go. Alright. That's what I like to see. Damn, we're almost close about the only 2 slots I really see the point in having it. At least for right now. Go ahead and put that there. Actually, we get a 13% bonus increase right now. What's up, dude? How you doing? What? That's really weird. I do not know why that did that, but whatever. That's a growl right there. I could shoot that, but not really feeling that right now, being entirely honest. Yeah, let me just piss everyone off while I go run through all their business.
I don't want to have to capture another set of cannibals. So you lot better make sure nothing happens to these.
By the time we're done, none of those trogs will be left standing.
Wait. I smell something.
Wait, we have 3 different parties we can fight. Wait, we have 3 different parties. Wait, we have 2 different sets of orcs, and we have these guys.
Everywhere Northmen. Sometimes I think there's an endless supply of you. Oh well, at least you're fun to kill. All the others.
Sucks. Shadow Strike, and I need the Brutalize skill.
I can show you how to conquer Mordor.
There's a lot of repeated dialogue in this game. I do not appreciate this lack of detail in this game. Then again, it is Warner Brothers, so I'm not really sure what I'm expecting with this shit. Especially after all the shady shit that was going on. Let's do... Okay.
As long as it keeps Gondor's.
Italian in this game comes off more as the brain-dead, barbaric brute, whatnot, killing herbivores. Like, he only shows any kind of true, like, the character development between this game and the last game is so minuscule, like, it does not even, like, it does not matter. collection, or let's do this challenge. Or it's not even really a challenge, it's like reliving as Celebrimbor, who basically just kills everyone. Because back in the day, he was like basically God.
Right. We had ambition in abundance. I had the One Ring and Sauron did not. He would not dare stand against me.
Damn, I didn't press the buttons quick enough on that one. That sucks. Thank you. All right, now we can end this shit. I don't know how that hit him behind me, but okay. Apparently kill him before it's God with the blade, because he can hit people. He can swing his blade forward and somehow hit someone behind him. When someone figures that one out, let me know. I'll be more than happy to acknowledge you as a much smarter human being than I am. There we go. So like, alright. So these gems, right? My opinion is, if you can get the...
that bade me face Sauron directly. Yet, had the ring not betrayed me and slipped from my finger.
Like, okay, my thing about Celebrimbor is he comes off as like a stupidly arrogant, he comes off as a extremely arrogant and power-hungry guy. You know, I'm not sensing any kind of true humanity, or I guess moral conscience left. Because all the other elves that I've seen end up being like they all have. How do I explain it? They all have more of a moral conscience, except Fandriel. But Fandriel is just a bitter man because his wife was killed. Because of fire, because of dragons, because of what the
Mark and score my flesh, it does not matter. Still, I see. We may fight 1,000 battles, give each other 1,000 deaths, but still, I see.
Is this? I'm not mistaken. This is the guy who is. You just did it to yourself! Oh man, that's some comical relief right there. That is hilarious. He just made my job easier for me. Pretty sure this is the guy who is who adapted and can't be stunned or vaulted over. I mean, he can now because he's terrified. But yeah. Alright, we're gonna end that episode here on the execution of Ubal the Eye. It's a really interesting name. Whoops. So yeah, we're gonna end the episode there. Excuse me. Okay, so let's show this. You take 3 and you get an upgrade. Personally, you should just upgrade these shits until you get the perfect ones, okay? I see it. I personally see
the
no
grace
point
and
in it.
precision of the elves, yet they persist in flinging arrows our way.
I don't mind, so long as they miss.
So, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video so far, and I'll see you guys in part 2.